Welcome to today's recording. Today we're covering study skills to help refine you and get you ready for your promotional test. We're in the Gameday toolbox, which is section 3 of the promotion playbook. Yesterday we covered 7 preparation tips for the written test. And then today we're going to cover the 9 Gameday guidelines to smoke your written exam. So this is the previous guideline is for your preparation. This one is the day of the test and the recommendations to do on the day of the test. So starting with number 1, protect the test space at all costs. So make sure that you're not the guy or the girl that gets a flat tire on your way to the test and fails the test because of that. Make sure that you have a good margin and there's no potential to take you out. Don't take an overtime shift the night before your test. Don't think that traffic's going to be to your advantage, because chances are something's going to show up and try to take you out. So leave plenty of time, make sure you map out your course, and don't risk being late. That's number 1. Number 2 is get enough sleep the week before the test. It's not enough to cram all week and then think that the night before your test, you're going to make up that sleep. Our sleep is more accumulative than it is just like one night at a time. So if you have a week or 2 weeks or a month where you're in a sleep deprivation and you think you're going to make it up the night before the test, it's not going to happen. So part of your training plan is that you should allow plenty of rest leading up to the test so that you show up for that test well rested and ready. Number 3 is optimize your nutrition. Again, the farther out you go with this, the better. You don't want to eat like crap and then the day before the test try out some radical diet, because that could totally throw you off. So I'm not going to define what a good diet is, but nutrition is a very important piece of showing up and being able to take the best test possible. So do what works for you, but manage your nutrition as part of it. Number 4 is show up dressed to win. So if there isn't a dress code that you have to follow for the written test, I still encourage you to look professional, maybe wear your uniform to the test, because every part of the evaluation is being judged. It's being evaluated, even if it's not formal. And if you show up looking unprofessional and really sloppy, that's going to make not the best impression. And even though there might not be a formal score for that, you still want to show up dressed to win. That being said, you want to be comfortable in that. So make sure you're comfortable, but look sharp, look professional, look ready to take the job that you're testing for. Number 5 is when in doubt, go with your first choice. That's a common thing they'll tell you in school, is that if a lot of times when people go and change their initial answer, it ends up being wrong. Number 6 is manage your time well. So if you're going through the test and there's something you're not sure of, just make a mark next to that question and move on, and then come back and finish that. You don't want to get stuck on one question and run out of time and lose out on several different questions that you didn't even get the chance to guess on. So if you got to make a mark next to one, move on and then come back to that. Number 7 is to pre-plan the testing location. So see what it's like inside of the room where the test is going to be at. You want to find out where it's at so that you know where to go on test day. It's also good to see what the temperature is in there, what the sounds are, what it smells like in there, what the lighting is, and all these things. Ideally, you can study in there leading up to it so that you're comfortable studying in that environment, and it's going to be the same environment you take the test in. So pre-plan out that space you're going to take the test in. Number 8 is use your 5 senses. So the more that you can engage your sight, sound, smell, touch, and taste, that can kind of help you remember things. A lot of times our mind stores information based on our senses. And so if you always drink coffee while you're studying, be sure to drink coffee before the test, or if they let you bring in an outside drink, you might want to bring some coffee with you. That goes for the other senses too. Smell being the most direct link to our brain. And so if there's a smell that you're used to while you're studying, be sure you can have that same smell during the test. Maybe it's a cologne, maybe like I said, coffee or gum or something like that. Make sure what you study with, you also test with. And number 5, remember to breathe deeply. Focus on breathing, making sure you get enough oxygen in your brain, to your body, so that your brain stays as sharp as possible. That's it for this one. I wish you the best of luck, and we'll continue on the next episode. Thank you.